Alright, let's do Watcher. Okay, common relic, trade for a boss relic, take 18 damage for a rare card. It's a pretty rare option. It's a good one. Or transform a card, which is terrible. None of these depend on early shops, but I'll look at the map anyway. If one of these two is a fight, this is actually a really good line, because we get 2 question marks that could give us money, and then a shop. And then we get a fire, elite fire. And an option for 3 elites. Yeah, this is a super good line. So we're going this way. We do miss out potentially on a card reward from an easy fight before the first elite, but that doesn't super matter. So given that we're going on that line, we kind of want to take the rare card, because we have a chance to heal up before the first elite if we need to. And we're only taking 2 fights potentially, so we might need the extra card to have enough damage. Alright, so let's do it. Alright, Establishment or Brilliance or Spirit Shield. Good gosh, those are some good cards. Alright, I'm gonna think about those for a second and go to the bathroom. Okay, I've thought about it, and now I'm going to explain my reasoning. The first round, they're all better than Skip. Second round, I think Spirit Shield is probably the worst, because Establishment and Brilliance are both, like, crazy build-around cards. And Spirit Shield is not, so I think it's going to be one of those. Oh, you're naming the exercise. That's an interesting... I was planning on just doing push-ups whenever people redeemed exercise, but I will allow you to name your exercise, sure. It's just going to be body weight squats, because I don't have weights around, but that's fine. So yeah, it's either Brilliance or Establishment, and I think it's Establishment, because Establishment is such a powerful card to build around, and getting it from Niao means it's just even better. Brilliance is better at Act 1 elites, and it's also a build around card, because you build a bunch of mantra and then kill people with Divinity Brilliance. But I think it's Establishment. Brilliance is better if we think we're going to lose to Act 1 elites, but I don't, so we're going to pick Establishment. Okay, I'm going to pick these and then do some squats off camera. More exercise, huh? Let me go a couple floors and then I'll do more. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this line that I talked about. Let's go. Yeah, see, that's the idea. So I just did like 20 body weight squats, not too hard, but well, crap. Eruption is not good this turn. We don't want to take 24. This suddenly got really dangerous. I guess we do this. I think I'm going to limit exercise to, I don't know, once a floor. So I'll do exercise after this floor, and then we'll see where we are. Do we miracle out the second strike? I think miracling out a second strike is fine here. Okay, guess we block out. Okay, that looks like it's enough damage. Alright, so we've got Crush Joints, Pressure Points, and Nirvana. But first, we have, let's see. So Dora hasn't expressed a preference for what exercise, so I'm going to do push-ups. Okay, so I got 10. That's not too bad. I've been receding in my physical fitness, so 10 is a bit of a challenge for me now. I tried to do push-ups a couple weeks ago, and I only got 4, and that's part of the reason I put the thingamajig on there. Because I knew people would troll me into fitness, which is fine. Works out for both of us. Okay, so I think we skip Nirvana. I don't think it's good enough. Yeah, I think we skip here. Pressure Points is kind of interesting because this is technically the floor 1, so could try and be a Pressure Points deck, but I don't see any reason why Pressure Points combos with Establishment. So I'll skip. Maybe we can't afford to skip, because we only get potentially 2 card rewards before the first elite, so maybe we have to take Crush Joints. To get something. Yeah, okay, I'll take Crush Joints. Not everything has to combo with Establishment. Sorry, I apologize for the heavy breathing. I don't know if that bothers anybody. Okay, we're missing out on Shuriken, Pantograph, and Abacus this run, which is kind of brutal. We can take a Panacea and try to pair it up with Fasting. Battle Hymn is great. Battle Hymn we should probably just take, because those are going to cost 0. So it's like Battle Hymn and what else, right? Maybe Battle Hymn and Weave. There's a CD. Alright, so let's grab the Battle Hymn. Do we want Weave? We could take Satch Whip, and then we'd have both of the attacks that apply debuffs. I don't know why we'd want both of the attacks to apply debuffs. Let's just grab Weave. It's really good. Maybe we'll get to talk to the hand. We could buy a potion instead, but all we have is vulnerable potion and colorless potion, which are kind of weak. Oh, wait. Was that a question mark shop? I didn't realize I was going to 2 shops in a row. I thought I was planning to go to a shop and then I saw one, so I assumed that was the shop. So I don't have any money left. But it's okay, because we're just missing Juju Bracelet. Blaze Waffle would be pretty nice, but I never had enough money for that. Cut Through Fate would be great now that we have the Weave, but we'll find more Cut Through Fates. Okay, guess we leave. I don't have any money. Battle Hymn's great. So is Strike. Let's Establishment, Vigilance, and Weave here. Get those smites costing 0. Um, let's see, do I miracle out the strike here? So next turn we're going to have a smite for 0 and a smite for 1. We're going to go into Wrath mode and play both of them. So that's going to be 48 damage. So we're going to have lethal next turn no matter what we do. So I guess I won't waste clicks doing something I don't need to do. Alright, let's look at the card reward and do some lunges. So Cut Through Fate is probably the obvious pick, but I'll do lunges anyway. I've tried pressure points, I've never made it work. Exercising while streaming gives me a really awkward interaction between like needing to breathe for exercise recovery and needing to talk constantly to keep people entertained. So this is a weird world to live in. We have a weave, so we should pick Cut Through Fate, right? It also helps us find retain cards. Let's look at that. I'll grab some more water. What do you mean by a training run? Like the first time I've trained in my life? Probably taking this elite. And I think we should probably rest in order to do that. Yeah. Actually, I had the exercise reward active yesterday, but the only things that were redeemed yesterday were Sir Artemal redeemed some card choices and stuff. I decided I didn't like the card choice pick. It really slows down the stream. I think we need to rest here. It would be really nice to get the upgrade for Establishment and Battle Hymn, get them both innate, but that'll come in time. Right now we need to make sure we don't lose to a Grumble Nub. Alright, we've got a bunch of powers to develop, so let's get cracking on those. I did. I want to think about it more. I don't know what to do with the channel rewards, because I want to give people interesting stuff to do that I can like interact with. But then also there's like, certainly I'm not blaming you guys. This is Twitch's fault, not your fault. But there's a bunch of people who like just have like 20,000 channel points. So I'm like, whatever I make the cost, you guys can pay for it. Basically. And just pay for it like over and over. So I didn't want to just have the entire stream be like, okay, now the viewers are picking. See, just like Kieran's doing right now. I'm gonna Cut Through Fate over Vigilance. Looking for Battle Hymn. Battle Hymn's way more important to get developed than Calm, especially when Eruption's already in hand. Okay, didn't find it. Should find it next hand. Apparently not. I'm not going to wake him up this turn. I actually can't change the cost of the highlight one. That's one of the built-in ones. We could just Eruption this turn. Plus, I'm pretty sure Kieran could just change it back. It's not actually true, but... I mean, I guess we wake him up this turn. The only question is, do we do it with Eruption? I think the answer to that's no. Because if Vigilance is on top, then we draw it with Cut Through Fate, and then we're trapped in Wrath mode. Wait, I just talked about this. Don't do that. So that is... So I'm a game developer, so that means you get to playtest the game that I'm making. We'll probably want to Crush Joints. I could make a... Yeah, you need a computer for it, sorry. I could make a mobile build, but the controls are very specifically computer currently. Yeah. I don't know, if I Crush Joints, I would want to, like, Miracle out a Strike or a Smite or something, but there's not really a... There's not really any payoff here. So I think we're just defending until our Smites cost 0, and we get Wrath mode, and we just kill them all in one turn. I definitely don't mind explaining stuff, so please ask if you have questions. So here's Crush Joints again. I was hoping Crush Joints would sync up with the Eruption, but it looks like it's not going to. We could triple defend, and then do a big Eruption turn next turn. That seems fine. Take 5. I'll just, like, send you an executable. I'll, like, zip it up. Cut Through Fate is guaranteed to get Eruption and Weave, actually. So if we Cut Through Fate, get Eruption and Weave, do we have enough hand size for that? 3, 9, 10. Or, sorry, 3, 6, 9, yeah. So we have enough hand size to get 2 cards from Cut Through Fate. So we Cut Through Fate, that's 7 damage, and then we Wrath, that's 9 damage. So that's 16 total. 16 plus, these are each 24, so 24 times 3 is almost 100 by itself. So I think we're probably going to get there. We want to discard that one, take that one. The Watcher. Pen Nib. It's a pretty good Watcher relic. Second Weave seems great. Okay. We're probably going to take this Elite, so we should heal, because we might want to take both. And this is our last chance to heal for a while. Also, the next Elite can be Grumman, which is always scary. Sometimes they skip Ceramic Fish for key, but we've got probably 14 or so card adds, so that's like more than 100 gold. I do really like the upgrade. We actually have a bunch of upgrades we super need. We need the upgrade on Establishment and Battle Hymn. We need the upgrade on Crush Joints. Cut Through Fate and Eruption kind of need upgrades. Weave will probably eventually be most of the damage, so upgrading them would be nice. I don't want a second shot with 78 gold, so we're going to take the Elite. I guess this is a hard pool fight. Yeah. Wait, how is it? I don't understand. I guess was this one a fight? Because I remember this one was a shop, and I got surprised for hitting 2 shops in a row. But I thought this one was like a card remove shrine. 1, 2, 3. This should be an easy pool fight. Is this an easy pool fight? I guess it is. Do we have lethal? So we have Eruption strike to kill the spike slime. Hey, Bronze Monk, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Okay, we'll exercise after this, once we get to the card reward screen. So, strike does 12 here, 9, 21 there. That seems like it's all we got, so we would take 16. Probably don't want to take 16. I guess we could use the fire potion to avoid damage here, but that seems like a unnecessary resource to commit to this fight. We'll just take 8. Double weave cut through fate seems great. Take a crush joints to set up vulnerable here. And get lethal. Okay. Bunch of stance exits and a perseverance. Now let's think about that while I do. Let's see, what do we want to do? I'll just do arm curls. I guess I lied when I said I didn't have weights. I have those little 20-pounders. What I meant is I don't have like a squat rack or anything. I think we don't care about stance exiting. We don't have any stance synergy cards, and we're not really looking to get any. So I think those two are probably out. It's kind of perseverance against skip for me. And I do actually quite like perseverance. It's also a retain card, so it can cost 0. It only costs 1 naturally, so it's not like we're getting a huge discount. But still, it's perseverance. Okay. We could probably get lethal on one of them with duplication pot eruption. I don't know if that's really necessary though. We could vigilance to mostly block out and then weave strike. Get the weave back later when we cut through fate. I don't know. She doesn't really. I'm confused by that question. Yeah, I don't like being in eruption at the end of the turn, and I'd have to miracle out vigilance if I wanted to exit. So I think I'd just do vigilance. Oh shit. Pen nib to weave. Yeah, I totally forgot about pen nib. That was the first pen nib proc of the run. I get 1 for free. That's I'll remember it next time. Okay, so we need to do probably 6 damage to the front one and then fire pot him. That sounds like a strike. So let's do that strike. And then we have weave cut through fate double weave as an option. I think I'd like to wait for perseverance for at least 1 turn and probably until the cost is 0. Let's do this so I forget. Yeah, sorry. I saw your thing, I was like, drat. Pen nib. I only missed like 2 damage with it, it's not a huge deal. Because it was going off that turn no matter what. Also, we don't have any like huge attacks, right? We don't have, like, the best thing to hit with it is like cut through fate when we're in wrath mode. That's really the only, I guess crush joints is slightly more damage. So we can't really use the vulnerable because we just remove one of the artifact charges. But I don't want to use perseverance this turn. So I probably want to play all of these. I guess Cut Through Fate could draw one of these powers, and then I'd want to play it. So let's give that an opportunity to happen. Okay, there's Establishment. We could Miracle Duplication Pot Crush Joints, and it actually does apply a vulnerable. I guess we would have wanted to do that before we did the other stuff. I'll let Perseverance decost here. Double Defend Battle Hymn seems fine, so let's do that. That doesn't mean we're holding Perseverance until next shuffle. I used to use a Linux distribution that was called Mint. It was pretty good. It was like a variant of Ubuntu. We can block out this turn with Vigilance Defend, and then use a Weave. Smite Strike is lethal, so let's do that. So we don't have to spend Perseverance. And then I'll spend the other strike. We're holding on to this Smite until we're in Wrath mode, basically. Or we have lethal in some other way. I guess we have lethal now. It leaves Pen Nib decharged. We've got another fight coming up, so we can recharge it before this fight, if we're doing that fight. I guess I'll give myself the chance of recharging it. Draw those Weaves. While I'm holding on to Guaranteed Lethal. Okay, next attack kills him no matter what I do. Ooh, Bag of Prep. Excellent. Through Violence has Retain, but it already costs 0, so it doesn't really get the cost reduction benefit. I think we go with the third eye, because we have the 2 Weaves. Okay. We could do something crazy like Eruption, Miracle, Duplication Pot, Crush Joints to do 9 plus 16 is 25 plus 16 plus 8 is 24, so 25 plus 24 is 49 to kill him. And then we'd still have 1 energy, so we could do Strike on him for 12. And then take 20. Seems like a bit of a stretch. Maybe we can kill him without the Duplication Potion, and then use the Block Pot to block the Jawworm. So we could, like, Miracle, Crush Joints, Strike for 8 plus 18 is 27, not quite enough. We could Duplication Potion the Eruption to do 9 plus 18 is 27. Yeah, I think we're just taking a bunch of damage this turn. I'd say just the process takes about an hour. The game doesn't take an hour to play right now, but it would be an hour process of getting into a phone call with me and downloading the thing and having me explain what playtesting is going to look like, because I'm presuming that people coming in from Twitch have not ever playtested a game in a professional setting before, so I'm gonna sort of let you know what sort of feedback is useful and how all the controls work and stuff, because it's not going to be a very user-friendly experience currently. Okay, so I think we just develop Battle Hymn and then like defend Crush Joints and Block Pot. Take 5. It's not that bad. But it's not a good turn. Okay, this turn's a little bit easier. We can weave Third Eye Weave. Probably weave Third Eye Double Weave. I guess there's a 50% chance of that. Let's assume we get both weaves. That does 12 damage. We don't have any other. I guess we could do 24. Still not lethal on Spike Slime. So let's go for the Jawworm. He's a bigger threat. There's the other weave. We'll save Vigilance for next turn. And play defend, keep the Perseverance. I think it's probably like Establishment, Vigilance, Miracle, Defend. Because then next turn we're going to have 2 0-cost Smites and maybe we'll draw Eruption. Start getting that combo going. Okay, we did not draw Eruption, but we did draw Third Eye. We can probably kill somebody anyway. We've 24 damage with Smites, and then the Third Eye is going to get us a Weave to finish off Spike Slime with. So then we're blocking for 8, taking 4. Or we could Perseverance and block out. Oh, I forgot this is pen-nibbed. Maybe we can kill both then? If we like Perseverance, Crush Joints, I think we can kill both. Let's find out. Yeah. Cool. Windmill Strike says retain on it. So it ends up being like a 0 damage, or 0 mana for, if we take it twice, 15 damage. It seems pretty okay. Alright, we did not set up the pen nib like I talked about, but it's okay because we have Log Over 1 again. Last time I was in this situation, I cut through Fate and looked for Battle Hymn. I think that's still worth doing. Although now we also have Windmill Strike and Perseverance we want to look for. This is even better this time. I'll take Perseverance. That seems fine. So start that block ticking up. Alright, there's Windmill Strike. I think we just chill with Windmill Strike. And the next turn we develop Battle Hymn, and I guess wake him up with Weave and Third Eye. I know I have pen nib, thank you. So we probably want to land pen nib on Windmill Strike this fight. And we're using the Weaves to charge it. Actually, the Weaves don't come back when we Third Eye because we have no cards. So I'll just wake him up with Double Strike. Why do people think things are on fire? I'm so confused. Okay. Oh, could be the Perseverance turn, or we could just third eye and double defend. That seems fine too. Let's plan on him being vulnerable next turn. That seems good. Alright, 38 damage. Windmill strike seems good. And then we can like Miracle Crush Joints, get some more damage. Or we could Vigilance Crush Joints, and then Perseverance to block out. Yeah, I don't think we're getting lethal this exact turn, so I guess we'll wait for Eruption next turn. I'll still Crush Joints though, because it doesn't retain or anything. Alright, that should be the fight. I don't think there's anything we can do to charge Pen Nib here. Killing him pretty quick. Whap. Ooh, Turnip's great. Love Turnip. Second copy of Battle Hymn I don't think is something we want. 1 to 2 Scries would be great. But which one? Oh, we're about to fight Slime Boss. Which one's better to get the Slime Boss? Just Lucky charges Pen Nib, which is nice. But doesn't block as much. I think I would like some more block for Act 2. So let's take a second third eye. A second third eye. What a weird phrase to say out loud. Oh hey, no, the last exercise was a Kieran. Okay. I don't know, nobody nothing. Okay. We've only got 1 to defend. I guess we could just Perseverance right now. We could Weak Pot too. It's a pretty reasonable fight to Weak Pot in. This is among the harder hard pool fights. I don't have any emotes. Does anybody want to recommend like a friend who does emotes? I imagine people who are in, who have sought out my Twitch stream to spend their time in also are sort of involved in that part of the community. But maybe not. Third eye blocks out. That seems good. We can third eye and then Crush Joints. Well, there's our powers. It doesn't look like we're necessarily going to need them this fight. So let's just keep Battle Hymn. I want to Cut Through Fate because I have Pen Nib up and it does more damage than Weave, but I can't because it would get me back the Weave and I'd be wasting damage. So it's overall more damage if I Weave right now. Even though it seems silly. And we'll coin up Battle Hymn for the guaranteed lethal. Yeah, I wouldn't ask for it for free. That would not be ethical. Well, Deceive Reality seems like it plays right into what the deck does. Blasphemy is an insanely good card. It also technically says Retain on it when you upgrade it. Yeah, I think I'll take Deceive Reality. I don't mind it. We have retained block cards. We have Perseverance and Safety. So we might be able to survive this fight with a Smith. And if we do Smith, we get to turn 1 Battle Hymn, which would be a really big deal. So I think I'm going to go for it. If I lose the run on this fight, this was the moment. This was what the mistake was made. But you got to go for it, right? Gotta try and win stuff. Okay, I think we just strike here. Maybe I should have duplication potioned the battle hymn. Get 2 smites a turn. That'd be pretty sweet. Alright, well we can develop a safety and go into calm now. It doesn't look like we're breaking him next turn. Although, maybe we got a lot of damage somehow with eruption and weaves and stuff. Pendant. Alright, we have now reached maximum hand size for the first time in the run. Let's try not to overdraw too much. Okay, so we have to use the duplication potion either to break him right now or to block with the perseverance. We can weave cut through fate. Although I should spend another card before I do that, because I could get the other weave. This seems like a likely miracle turn, so let's just miracle first. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Yeah, send me their details. Okay, so we did find Eruption. Are we trying to break in this turn? So we've got 2 smites. So that's, so we're doing 9 plus, oh my god, Coconut. 9 plus 48 is 57, plus the 8 from the weave is 65. Plus, we are in calm, right? We are in calm. So this is basically free, so we can afford Windmill Strike too. And Windmill Strike should be doing, I think it's just 7 damage. I think it hasn't been retained. Yeah, if it had been retained, it would be decosted, so it's just 7 damage. So it'd be 65 plus the 14, which makes it 79 damage. Which is a break, but it's not a great one. And I think we can probably just, like, kill him from this form. So I guess let's look for, what else do we want? We want the weave, I guess. Not really, though. Yeah, I guess I'll look for the weave, but I'm not excited to get it. Okay, we got it. We're just charging Pendib, I guess. We kind of want it on 8, so that next time we draw Wrath, Eruption, we can go into Eruption and then Pendib something for 4 times damage, probably Windmill Strike. So we'll go ahead and play both weaves to charge it. Or actually, wait, so we're retaining 5 cards now? That's fine. No, it's not fine. We can only retain 4 cards. I guess we're going to play the safety. So we're going to duplication pot safety and perseverance. So that's 24 plus 7 is 31. Then I guess we're going to defend as well. So block for 36, take 2. Okay, so we don't have retain problems. So we can use the weave. We'll do strike for 2 extra damage because we've got the energy for it. Okay. Alright, so now we just rake in the decosted things, play strikes, and wait around for... oh wait, we don't play strikes because we've set up Pendib for doing specific things with Eruption. So I guess we just set it for next turn. Next turn's probably the turn we go. We don't need these. Oh yeah, I do have Block Whispers from Strangers on. So I will whisper you something right now so that you can whisper something to me. Okay, that seems fine too. Yeah, I was getting some bot spam in there, which is why I turned it on. I think I could just add you as a friend. I don't know what that means, but there you go. I sent you a friend request. Do you want to be friends? Okay. So we're going to third eye to set up for next turn. We don't need any of these because we're doing damage next turn. Okay. We did not find Wrath, so I guess it's not this turn, it's next turn that we're doing the thing. Okay, we can wait around. We have a 4 out of 7 chance of drawing, but it's not guaranteed anymore. If we don't get it, we'll still just break him with all the smites. It's just not going to be a kill. We got it. Okay, so we Eruption to enter Wrath, and then we... Maybe this was overkill. I regret nothing. We should use a strike to tick up Pen Nib. Okay. We already have Establishment. Spirit Shield is great with retained stuff. We're going to reliably have 10 cards in hand, so Spirit Shield is just going to be blocked for... I guess it's 27, because it doesn't count itself. But that's great. It's like an Impervious that doesn't exhaust. We could use Judgment, but no. We also can't become Frail, so... That's nice. Runic Pyramid's kind of insane, but we kind of don't need it. Which is like a weird combination. We already like retain a whole lot. So we don't really need Runic Pyramid. It does make Spirit Shield even better. It also makes like Weaves and Third Eyes better. We have those. But it also makes things awkward sometimes. We could take Ectoplasm. We have 300 gold. It's in non-combo with the Ceramic Fish, though, so it's kind of, yeah, kind of not great. Just planning on getting a good 100 gold left out of that Ceramic Fish. We haven't gotten it yet. I guess not quite 100, but probably nearly. So I guess we go for Sacred Bark. Sacred Bark is great, obviously. 2 Power Potions. Yeah, not super excited about this pick. I wish there was just like a curse key, you know? Like we need the energy. Snecko Eye would be fine. Not great, but okay. Yeah, I guess we take Sacred Bark. It's okay. Here's Champ. We should be fine against Champ. We just do the same silly dance we do for all the other fights. Get a bunch of retained smites and smite him. Probably want to go to the shop because we have 300 money. So we could go to these question marks. Try to turn into a vampire ghost. Go to this fight. A lot of late question marks, though, is scary because we get thwacked there. We get thwacked or mugged. A lot of ways for Act 2 to hurt you. We could go the other way. We still get 2 question marks and a shop and 2 elites, but we don't do any of the late question marks. I think I like the left path better. Battletime turn 1 is great. Oh wait, it's innate. That's guaranteed. I forgot. Okay, we have Sacred Bark now. So let's battle him and I guess develop Vigilance. We did not find Establishment. You got it from RPG, I guess. It's the prefix. RPG Ghosto. Okay, so we need to block for 11 if we can. Let's double weave Cut Through Fate first. Let's see what we can find. There's Establishment, which is something we're looking for. So let's play that. and both weaves. I think we just Perseverance defend. It's not a great use of Perseverance, but we're probably getting lethal next turn. Those all came from Sir. I can tell, because they've all got the same prefix. So, Eruption plus many smites. We've also got Pendib set up. Now Kieran's just showing off. Kieran's got all the cool emotes. Ladies are getting weak in the knees. I mean, it's pretty cool to do 60 damage with a Windmill Strike, so I like that. It's kind of necessary, but... Tranquility seems okay. Being able to enter Calm for 0 is pretty fun. I think this is the 4th pressure points we got offered. So we could have been a pressure points deck if we wanted to. We also got offered a establishment from Niao, so we kind of could have done whatever we wanted. I'm not sure when you asked, Trollfun. I don't think any of these are like necessary to make the deck better, so I'm going to skip them. Cheap relic. Do we take the relic and skip the store? We get an extra question mark out of it. We can go to the store instead. It seems like a good idea. Or we could take the relic and just become shame and then go remove the shame. Save 10 gold in the process. That's probably wrong. Okay. We're starting each combat in calm. We don't really have any way to exit, but maybe we can like card remove the vigilance now. It's worth thinking about. We can't lose Battle Hymn. We don't get much out of the Strength Potion. 123 gold is quite a bit, and it's expensive. We do have 4 strength from the strength pot, so it is not nothing. And the weaves. Maybe we do want to keep the strength pot. Nah, it's worse than 123 gold though. Vajra. So now I get 1 permanent strength forever. Okay. We are not going to the Mega Elite. We could get a Strength Book of Stabbing and die. I pretty much never do Act 2 Mega Elites. If I've got like a really strong Act 1 deck, I'll do an Act 1 Mega Elite, and almost all the time I do Act 3 Mega Elites. But Act 2 is just like a really scary place to do a Mega Elite. Act 3 is scary too, but you have to do it in Act 3, so you just do it. We could Power Pot. What happen if we attack? What happened if we defend? That's the real question. Or sorry, I screwed up the meme. What happened if we protect? That's the real meme. Chosen gold over pot. Yeah, pot would be useful right here. That is true. We would get 5 strength, although we wouldn't be able to kill anybody with it. So we definitely want to develop Battle Hymn, and then I guess we want to just block out. What does that look like? Is that like defend, miracle, deceive reality, safety? Or is it like vigilance? I think I definitely want to do this part. And then it's like, do I want a miracle out of defend? Seems like the answer is probably no. So we'll take 6. Alright. We can maybe kill somebody with crush joints. Maybe this is the power potion. What are we looking for with the power potion? I just don't... What are watcher powers, even? There's like... There's 2 that interact with Scry. There's Establishment, obviously. There's Battle Hymn, obviously, but I don't need those. I have those already. I guess let's look for Establishment. There we go. So we'll get 2 copies of it. We can do Devotion. That's kind of interesting. Diva is oh, that is a power. You're right. Diva form. It's weird that I guess all the forms are powers, except Defect has a bunch of like creative AI that seems like a form, but it isn't. So Establishment means that next turn we're ready to Windmill Strike. Devotion and Foresight both seem pretty slow. So let's do this. The second copy of it is kind of unnecessary, but it's fun. Got a Weave, Spirit Shield for next turn. I guess we Crush Joints along with Perseverance. We're going to deconst these to 0, so we might as well fit the strike in while he's vulnerable. Take 10. Alright, new plan. Let's try and kill Mugger. Okay, so this is... We don't have Pen Nib coming up. If we do all the damage, we do 26 plus 24 is 50. Plus 10. So that's plenty of damage. This is 26, so we can kill them both. Give me my money back. Protect we can make cost 0. Wallop Plus is upgraded and a great card. Imagine Pen Nib Wallop. Wow. I think we take Protect, though. We need some more block, and it's really good with Establishment. Maybe we should have taken the Establishment upgrade over the Battle Hymn. Oh no, I guess we were going into the Slime boss fight, so we knew we needed those smites. Protect or attack? Wallop Protect, but Wallop also attack. Protect, only Protect. Yeah, Wallop doesn't retain is kind of the problem with Wallop. We don't get to do it whenever we want. Yeah, I think I'll take Protect. Sorry, Wallop. Ouch. No Vampire Ghost for this character. Just battle. Let's do this and that. And then I guess Crush Giant's Weave Strike. It doesn't, so it stays in your hand, but it doesn't count as retaining, which is kind of weird, but that is how that works. So you don't get the decost from Establishment. Yeah, no, if we got the decost from Establishment on every card in your hand with Runic Pyramid, I would have picked that for sure. But that is not how it works. That would have been absolutely insane. It's not a bug. I mean, that would just make your entire deck cost 0, like, very quickly. I mean, if that is how that interacts, I should definitely have done that, and that was a huge mistake. But I'm pretty sure that is not how that interacts. I've had that interaction before, so. Yeah, what is the wording of establishment? How do they get around that? Whenever a card is trained. Yeah, it seems like they should combine. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, and that was absolutely insane, and I should have picked it. No, Runic Pyramid says, at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. It does not say retain. Or at least according to the wiki. The wiki might be out of date. It seems like an eruption turn, because we have attacks and stuff. So let's eruption and cut through fate and see what we get. Yeah, no worries. I knew that wasn't how that interacted, but it seems like it should. We'll kill him with Strike Weave so that we keep the retained cards in hand and develop safety. She heals for nothing. Looks like we have lethal. We should probably try and set up Pen Nib. I think we can kill with 3 skills, or 3 attacks if it's Weave, Smite, Windmill Strike. So that sets up Pen Nib quite nicely. Man, that's like the 3rd Blasphemy we've seen this run. That's insane. Do we pick Just Lucky? We have 2 Weaves and 2 Third Eyes, and a Cut Through Fate. We do not have Talk to the Hand. But if we get Talk to the Hand, Just Lucky gets really good. And you generally want to get Talk to the Hand. Yeah, I think I will pick Just Lucky. There's another weird interaction here. In addition to like Goldeneye, which makes Just Lucky insanely good. There's an interaction here where like in long fights are really good. Like the best cards in the deck are like Windmill Strike because it like costs 0 and does like 30 damage. And Just Lucky helps me to filter out the cards that have not been decosted to 0. So every scrying effect is good basically. In addition to getting back Weaves. Okay, I think we upgrade Establishment here. We need it. We need it really badly. And when it's not innate, it hurts. Even though we don't have much health. We do get sort of back-to-back fires here, so after the shop we can rest again. Or we can rest. I think we're going to the shop here, right? We've got almost 300. It's enough for a shop relic. We're not, like, losing the run if we miss out on Kunai or Shuriken, and we want to look for Talk to the Hand, so I think we should. No Talk to the Hand. What would we bottle? We would probably bottle, like, Perseverance or Spirit Shield. Maybe Deceive Reality? Gosh. Oh, maybe Protect. We can start that. Decosting. We have Sacred Bark, so we could pick up Potion Belt and just buy a bunch of potions. I guess we could only buy 1 potion. Potion Belt plus Sacred Bark is no joke. That's a good combination. They are not all the same rarity. So the one on the right is guaranteed to be a shop relic. So that's some really insane stuff like orange pellets and clockwork souvenir, but also some like total duds like hand drill. And then I think these are both random rarities, but I could be wrong about that. It looks like in this place it's a common and an uncommon. Yeah, so Potion Belt is common and bottles are uncommon. I'm not sure if you can get rare relics in a shop. I'm actually sure that you can because I've seen like Dead Branch and calipers and stuff in shops. But it seems like you never see like a tungsten rod. What if you saw an old coin? Is old coin just forbidden from being in shops? Or does it cost more than 300 or something? What if you like had a courier and a membership card and you saw an old coin at a shop? You'd like just combo on the shop. Yeah, so I think they can be any rarity, but old coin is banned. Is my guess, because I've never seen it. But it's also a rare relic, so it might just not happen. Purity's kind of interesting, actually, because Purity helps me get rid of all the non-retain cards in the deck, and all the non-weaves and scries, and, like, just get down to business. So yeah, so Bottled Lightning, Bottles of Protect, Potion Belt combos with Sacred Bark, and then we buy Essence of Steel? Bottled Miracle Shot. It's 4 miracles. So yeah, I don't, I just made an argument for Purity, but I don't think it's worth actually buying. I think it's probably wrong. Maybe it's like Belt card remove. Because that card remove is kind of like Purity, but it's like better. Because it like always removes it from your deck and you don't have to like... The problem with Purity is you have to, for it to be really effective, you have to draw 4 cards and want none of them. Because you don't, Purity doesn't do anything. You have to exhaust 3 cards that you had to like spend a card draw getting. So like it's okay in the heart fight when you have a bunch of cards that you don't want. But in any other context, it's kind of like, man. Playing this card is admitting that your deck is bad. With some rare exceptions for like, if you're an Ironclad and you have Exhume, Purity can help you get like an infinite deck or something, but that is not the situation here. I'm not really that into Bottled Lightning on Protect. It does make our fights really consistent, because we have like, these 2 are innate, we always play them on turn 1, and then this is always in hand, so we can block on turn 1, or we can start decosting it really reliably. But Potion Belt's good. And like, removing a strike makes the deck more reliable too. Yeah, I think I'll go for this. And now we're never going to get 4 potions. We're going to have less than 2 potions the rest of the game. I think I'll go for an elite. Sure. Let's heal up first. Pen Nib is set up. These routes are the same. Why did you say 3 energy? Oh, yeah. No, the only reason... we would either have to skip a power, or we would just keep it to start decosting. Decosting it is really the persuasive argument. You could do, what should we call it? Oh my gosh. I know it's called Deceive Reality, but I can't see it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. You could do Deceive Reality if you really wanted to actually play the card on turn 1, but it only blocks for 4, so. Blood Vial is great. We don't have any healing. We're guaranteed not to run into vampires, though. So we could take the key. The key is defensible, but Blood Vial is pretty good. Okay. We got Protect anyway. Let's play these. They both seem really good. We can Weave, Cut Through Fate, Weave to do 18 to kill Fat Gremlin, which seems important. Oh. Great. Set up Pen Nib. I've been setting up Pen Nib on 8 because I want to be able to Wrath and then Pen Nib something. But that's really most useful in a fight when we've got like a bunch of decosting smites. It's not really that useful for setting up for the next fight. I think if I'm setting up for the next fight, I probably just want to put it on 9. Let's try and find a retain card or a block card. Just block card. I think it's worth miracling up the defend here. Because the other cards in our hand are going to get decosted. Or the Perseverance and Protect, at least. Try and hold on to those. We don't have enough smites to kill the Mad Gremlin without going into Wrath. We probably don't want to go into Wrath. We can just lucky Third Eye to get Weave back twice. And maybe find the other Weave. That's most likely if we Third Eye first. If we find both Weaves, do we want to enter Eruption? No, because then we take 66 damage. If we find both Weaves, can we kill Mad Gremlin? We can do 13 plus 5 times some number. So he is at 31. So after taking 13, he would be at 18. So we'd have to find 4 Weaves. Third Eye gets 1 guaranteed, and then it would have to find the other one too. So we'd have to get 2 and then 2. That's the only way to do it. Alright, well I guess let's see if it does it. It does not. Actually, Just Lucky does 4 damage as well. So we still have a 1 in 5 chance of getting it, a 20% chance. I will put Just Lucky on him. It hits his armor, so it doesn't give him extra strength unless we want to do more damage. I'll leave Windmill Strike because I want that. Okay, so it looks like we need to block. So put the Weave over there and play all the block cards. Alright, we can kill him now if we want to. I should have played what before Just Lucky? Oh, did I leave a Weave in hand during Just Lucky? That is a misplay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. You're correct. So I'd like to kill Mad Gremlin this turn before he summons more. So I think we'll just sink 26 damage into him. And then play Weave and develop a safety. Yeah, it sounds like that was a situation of I know what the correct play is and I just did it wrong, which is totally possible. Okay, Spirit Shield for 21 seems good. Probably going to kill Fat Gremlin as well. Let's do Spirit Shield first. It would be nice to hold on to Protect, but it may not be an option. We could Safety for 0, that seems like the time for it. We're blocking for 33 and taking 10. We actually can't kill Fat Gremlin, because we don't have enough energy. So I guess we'll just Deceive Reality, develop a Safety. That leaves us retaining 4 cards, which is the max. I think that's okay. I forgot that Fat Gremlin is slightly less bad than normal, because we have a Turnip. And the Frail is way more important than the Weak. 4 free cards, though. Okay, so it seems like we definitely have lethal for the Fat Gremlin this turn. We probably want to kill both. Which is a little bit tricky, because we are weak. So let's just start putting damage into him. Miss on the Weave here. I want to draw the Perseverance. So I'll let Cut Through Fate get it. Missed the Weave again. But we only had 1 card to look for it that time. Apparently that's Pen Nib. So we'll go ahead and use the Windmill Strike on the Mad Gremlin. It's not super efficient, but it's good enough. Then finish him off, and finish him off. We don't really need Vigilance. Okay, so we only want to retain 4 cards. So we should play one of these. It seems like I would like to hold on to a protect and a safety. So I guess it's a smite. Because I want perseverance to tick up. Alright, so this is our big block turn. We can block for 24, 33. He's hitting for 42. Let's play all of these. And this, I suppose. We're not going into a Wrath because that's suicide. And we'll hold on to the smites until either Pendib or Eruption comes around. Is it 48? It is 48, you're right. Math. Okay, so probably looking at trying to get lethal next turn. So let's Third Eye to set up for that. Actually, let's Weave first. And Third Eye. There's Windmill Strike. That's great. If it's Eruption, we want to set up Pendib on 8. If it's not Eruption, I guess we'd prefer to set it up on 9, but it doesn't really matter. So I'll just strike and set it up on 8. No. Yeah, I guess there's a reason to set it up for 8 for Wrath. I guess I don't want to miss 5 damage though. We're probably just going to land it on the Windmill Strike anyway. No, if we get Wrath and Windmill Strike, that's really good though. But we don't have any way to draw it, because our only way to draw is an attack. So I don't think we're going to do it. I think I'm just going to take it on the Windmill Strike. Take 5 damage now. Yeah, we didn't get it. Okay, do we have lethal? So 32 plus 13 times 4. 32, let's see, 13 times 4 is 40, plus 12 is 52, plus 32 is 84, plus 7 is 91. Yeah, I think we have lethal. Okay. Do we have energy for that? Yes, we do. Who needs Wrath? Why do I have to choose this? Pair for our efforts. Man, this is the third establishment that's been offered to us this run. Okay. I think we skip all these. We've already got a Protect. We could take a second one, but we end up having problems with having too many cards in hand. I don't really want to be drawing Protect all the time. Well, it does end up being a 0 mana block for 12 card. And I kind of want as many of those as I can have. But I think no. I'll skip this one. If it was Protect Plus, I'd take it. It was close. Alright, no attack on turn 1. That's appreciated. Play both the powers, and we could either Cut Through Fate or Deceive Reality. This is a pretty high damage fight, so we'll go ahead and take the Deceive Reality. He's going to try and frail us and fail. So we're pretty good at blocking this fight. We can block for 24, that's how much damage he's doing. And then Crush Giants and do a little bit of damage of our own. Probably just the strike though. We'll save the smites for when they cost 0. Alright, he's coming in for 24 again, and this time we don't have any block. Do we have lethal? We're weak, so probably not. We have 7 plus 18 is 25. Plus 18 again is 43 plus 18 again. I should have just multiplied 18 times 3. Plus 18 again is 61. Plus theoretically 2 weaves and a just lucky. We are charging pen nib. Oh yeah, pen nib will hit windmill strike too. Okay, so it's going to be 18 times 4 because there's 3 of these and one of them's hitting twice. So 18 times 4 is 80 minus 8, which is 72. It does seem lethal. He's going to block for quite a bit, but we can probably overcome at least some of that with, like, weave. Actually, weave lines up pretty well against malleable armor. Because you can get the damage without breaking him, theoretically. I guess that's not happening. I'll do Just Lucky first to get an extra pen nib charge for next fight. Okay, Sands of Time gets decosted twice instead of once, so it's a little faster. It's another good thing to land pen nib on. Another copy of Pressure Points. This is like the claw deck, where we just turned down the claw and got a million claws immediately. But is it good? We've already got Battle Hymn Plus, which kind of does the same thing. Right, like we've got 0 cost attacks for 20. It's hard to say I don't want another attack that costs 0 and does 20 damage, though. But I think I don't. Probably healing and taking another elite. It's hard to have too many retains with establishment because they end up just costing 0, and then, oh no, too much of my deck costs 0, right? Like, what a gigantic problem this is for me. We could deck spot and coin out vigilance. I don't hate that. Get 4 decks. Block for 12, take 2. Yeah, I think it's right. I think we want the deck spot in this fight. The prophecy is coming true. We're never going to fill up that potion belt. Okay, we have a bunch of things to go get weaves back in the hand. We've only got 1 weave in the discard, but that's kind of okay. We block for 22, which is blocking out. It seems good. We can retain the Perseverance for another turn. Save that block for later. I would love to retain Windmill Strike as well. Deceive Reality seems unnecessary for next turn, but I'll leave it. It might be good. Alright, and we've set up Pen Nib. Okay, need to block for 24. Deceive Reality Safety does most of that. In fact, it does exactly that. Which would allow us to keep the Perseverance. You think he's dead? I assume he's not. It could be. So max damage is 20 plus 26 times 2 is 52, 72. Plus 24 is 96. Plus 20 is 106. No, 116. Not dead. So let's go ahead and block out and let the Windmill Strike mature for a turn, I think. Instead of wasting Pen Nib on Weave. We're retaining 4 cards, which is fine. Okay, yeah, it's time to Windmill Strike, I think. This is probably lethal. So Windmill Strike first, and then Third Eye looking for Weaves. We got one. And then crush joints, being vulnerable for these. Maybe this isn't lethal. Yeah, it is looking like it's not. We might actually be able to charge Pendib again with zero cost attacks and plentiful weaves. So maybe we just set up for next turn and leave the eruption. Because we have the block. Okay, and this is certainly lethal. 26 times 4 is like 100, so yeah, it's lethal. Okay, setting up at 7's fine. Crescendo seems like it'd be kind of nice. We end up waiting for Wrath a lot. Also, a way to enter Wrath that doesn't interact with Pendib would be nice. We don't have any way to get out. Smites do more damage in Wrath mode than against a vulnerable target. Yeah, exactly. Dirkus has got it. Crescendo? I don't know. We have so many retained cards, and Crescendo just like can just rot in your hand. So I think we just skip. Yeah, we don't need card draw or mantra. Yeah. This is a weirdly thin deck. Usually you're up to like 29 cards by now. Or thereabouts. This turn hurts. We haven't set up at all, so our Perseverance is just to defend. We could protect Perseverance, coin, defend. Block for 22, take 5. Yeah, we sure do need a lot of upgrades. But then we missed both of the powers. Art of War is really helpful. Just want to call that out because we just got it. We could battle him Establishment, Miracle Protect. So that we're not like completely doing nothing on turn 1. But we're also not taking a million damage. We're at a lot. We have a lot of health, so we need to use the health to win the fight. So let's do that. I always forget that we're immune to Frail. It's so good in so many situations. Okay, we just want to block out and buy time for Windmill Strike to get decosted. Probably want to plan on that getting pen-nibbed. Let's see if we find a weave here. Vigilance next turn is probably pretty good. No weave, we can just double strike. We've already seen Eruption, so we're not going to be able to put it in Wrath mode. We also saw Crush Joints, so no vulnerable either. You're saying I should have gotten rid of Vigilance? Oh, you know what? I didn't realize I was at Calm already. Yes, it was bad. You're right. Blocking out for 24 seems great. That means we take 1 on the turn. I would like that very much, please. That's true, we do start in Calm. Is this turn, like, Smite, Smite, Weave, just to take off some plated armor? It blows up the pen nib, so we miss the windmill strike pen nib. That's not necessarily what needs to happen. We only have 1 energy though, so we're only getting 1 weave, even though we have the cut through fate. I guess actually we could weave on the fungi beast. No, there's no way to do it, right? I guess cut through fate usually gets the weave, and sometimes gets a just lucky too. 3, 6, 8. So we could draw both Just Lucky and Weave, or yeah, I guess third eye doesn't work because we only have 1 energy, but no, it looks super weird to use the pen nib just to get rid of 2 plated armor. If we're gonna do that, we might as well just kill Fungi Beast, right? We're already blocked out this turn, even if we get vulnerable. He only hits for 10. Yeah, I don't want to sit here waiting for Pen Nib to charge, though, while we could be doing other stuff. Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. 10 times 2. Not 10 total. But we also trigger Art of War next turn if we don't do any of this attacking. So I guess we just hold it. Yeah, we also get Weave and a bunch of cool stuff next turn. So we'll just wait. Not a very fun turn, but I think it was right. Okay, so we start with Windmill Strike, I think. And we're planning on killing Shelled Parasite this turn. Let's see if we have enough damage. So he has 87 health. Well, I just took 1 damage, come on. He has 87 health. We're hitting for 32 plus 13 times 3 plus double weave, so 5 times probably 6 because of the Just Lucky in the third eye. Yeah, we have hella lethal here. So let's just land big stuff until we decide it's time to land small stuff. Alright, so then we hit him with 4 weaves, I guess. Yeah, we're so dead now that I've ruined everything. Oh shit. Oh math. Why do you taunt me? This is kind of bad too, we're about to go to champ. We never want to actually trigger it on turn 1, though. Ancient Potion's okay against Champ. It doesn't do much, but it does something. Worship, actually. Upgraded Worship costs 0, and then we get to go into Divinity mode and have a big turn. I'm pretty sure Worship isn't a pick here. That's kind of what we were looking for. I think we upgrade it, too, because otherwise it doesn't have Retain. Let's get some of that. Yum. Okay. We're getting attacked for a bunch on turn 1. We can block out with Spirit Shield, and then Miracle out these 2. Seems fine. Could have maybe not done Battle Him that turn. I'm not sure if it was really necessary to Battle Him on turn 1. But I'd like to do it. Okay, we have 4 energy to work with. Probably going to do a bunch of Weave, Third Eye stuff with Just Lucky too. These block for... I would really like some Dex. Dex would be really nice. Right, let's just start doing stuff. Okay, there's that. We'll leave Worship there so it gets decosted. Defend is bad. I mean, I guess Smooth Stone is that, but it's not much of it. What I really want is Duality. Duality would be really nice. Yep, we're leaving that there. Or Kunai. Kunai would be amazing. Talk to the hand. That's not Dex, but, you know. It's block. I think we take 5 for the privilege of keeping Perseverance, decosting, and ticking up. It's important that we get it stacking at some point. We could just spend the energy on Smite. I guess it's free next turn, so why? I guess because he's vulnerable right now. Yeah, I think I do Smite. Okay. Probably should do Artifact Push into that vulnerable. Didn't think about that line. I even said Artifact Ancient Potion is good in this fight. I just didn't see the little green curlicues until I was like, oh yeah, he does that. So that's too bad. We're almost proc to Pen Nib. Probably want to... actually, yeah, let's restart. We should have done that. It's pretty clear. Okay, so for turn 1 was this. And then turn 2 was really complicated and had lots of weaves and decisions. But I think it was just keep the worship was the decision. Oh, I missed the crush joints, which I did do correctly last time. It's not a ton of damage. Ah, crap. Alright, fine, I'll restart again. Okay. Classic restart into play too fast and restart again. Is there any way to do the skill first? No, because the skill gets back a weave. In before I press end turn without drinking the ancient potion again. No. Wait, what the fuck just happened? Oh, we have 2 of them. Okay, right. Okay, because of Sacred Bird. Okay, so we get to remove the next debuff too. That's neat. Cool. We can protect Third Eye, or we could just Third Eye. Maybe we... No, there's no other way to generate block here. Bark, bark, bark. Chat is like a little doggy. Let's see. We started in Vigilance. They're in Calm, so we're still in there. Don't need that. Let's keep Cut Through Fate. Maybe we will draw a Weave next turn. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'll just take a 32 damage Windmill Strike. Sure. Do a little bit of chip damage. We can just play Perseverance now. It's not super important that it get decosted, because it's already minimum cost. And we get to save safety. Alright, Windmill Strike is back. And we did draw a Weave with our Cut Through Fate. We could go into Eruption now. Seems kind of dangerous. We actually have an exit. Oh wait, that's not an exit. It's a halfway exit. The worst kind of exit. Eruption this turn, maybe charge Pen Nib. Next turn, Windmill Strike with Pen Nib. If we Eruption this turn, can we split him? We have to do 104 damage to split. We also might get Vigilance next turn. We might get Vigilance this turn, unfortunately, if we play Cut Through Fate and it's on top. We might not be able to avoid it, which is a little scary. But that's a 1 in 15. I think I'm okay with that killing me. Okay, so can we do 104 damage? So we're doing 10 plus 10 times at least 2, possibly more. So that's 20, or sorry, 25. That's 30, plus 26 times 2 is 52, plus 16, yeah, so we can do plus like 1 million from Windmill Strike. Okay, so let's try it. Hopefully we can, well that's true, we can just exit this turn, huh, because we still have energy if we draw it with Cut Through Fate. Let's see, how many cards are better than Strike in the deck? Just Lucky is insane. Third Eye's good. Perseverance gets to tick up. Vigilance is scary. There's 2 copies of Third Eye. Spirit Shield's kind of scary. Deceive Reality is okay. Crush Joints would be great. Alright, let's do it. We got Third Eye. Excellent. Let's do the free one. And let's look for another Weave. We're not going to need blocks next turn because he's going to be split. Pendib's getting close. We're going to land it on Windmill Strike. Okay, he's split. So next turn we get off. So over the course of the next 2 turns, we're guaranteed to draw Vigilance. We don't have to save this anymore because it's all the way decosted. We can Third Eye to get 2 smites. We have Vigilance, so we should probably exit Calm at the end of the turn. Unless we're killing him. Are we killing him? So this is our hand for next turn, unless we get the Weave from Third Eye. Actually, we have a 60% chance to get that Weave, so let's look for it. We missed it. So we're not highly incentivized to have this exactly be our next hand, because none of these cards say Scry on them, but having Weave and then Scry is nice. So we can go ahead and get rid of some of those cards. Oh, that's true. We could have removed Health to get a 50-50 with the Just Lucky. But I think we're just going to go Vigilance here. I don't want to die. Not lethal. Looks like we would have hit it if we'd removed them both. We also got both Weaves and a Just Lucky in the same turn here, which is pretty insane. Okay, we don't need Vigilance, we're in Calm now. Pendip's coming up, but currently we need to block, so I think we just block with all of the block cards. And we're still taking 33. He did finally get through our artifact charges. There's a decent chance we draw Divinity next turn, and we go into Divinity and Smite with Pendib. Smash. Didn't get it. Should have lethal. 26 times, or 13 times 4 is 52, plus the 8 from this is 60, plus the 10 from 2 Weaves is 70. Maybe we're not getting there. But I think with Defend and Crush Joints, maybe. So most of the Smite damage will have Vulnerable on it. I mean, we have to either get it or die, right? So let's just get our max damage. It's pretty weird that Defend is part of the max damage. I think that it is, to get the Vulnerable. We're looking for the Mantra card, so we can enter Divinity. We got Windmill Strike. That's a good outcome. Yeah, we would have died if we didn't draw either Windmill Strike or the Mantra card here, but we didn't, so. Act 3. We do generate quite a bit of cards during the combat, both safeties and smites. How much damage does Smite Plus do? It does 16. Let's see. Yeah, Master Reality is super slow. That's certainly true. Yeah, it's only a 4 damage upgrade. We probably want the second Spirit Shield too. Ooh, Exercise. Fun. Let's do that right now. I think I'm taking the Spirit Shield though. Actually, let's take the Spirit Shield, look at the boss reward, and then we'll exercise. Wow, those are some choices. we have the combo of Teardrop Locket plus Violet Lotus. We have the guaranteed turn 1 Triple Miracle, or we have a Seneko Eye, the Great and Terrible. Seneko Eye I normally don't like with Retain, because obviously you get like a bunch of terrible 3-cost Retain cards, but we do have an upgraded establishment, so they all eventually cost 0. I think Seneko Eye is probably not correct though. Okay, I'm gonna do push-ups. Okay, I only got 9, but I almost went to failure, so I don't want to hurt myself. Okay, Dora says exercise also. So I think Seneko Eye is out, and I think Violet Lotus is out too, because we almost never exit Calm. When we do exit Calm, we're probably going to be exiting into Divinity in the future. Yeah, so I'll do it after the next card award. So I think we're taking Holy Water. Holy Water is pretty great here. The turn 1 has been really difficult to manage because we want to play both powers. So we end up like playing both powers and then coining out a Protect quite a bit. So this makes that quite a bit better. We are going to have to spend those miracles pretty quickly because otherwise our hand's going to be too full from retaining. We also have Bag of Prep, so we are going to have a 10-card hand if we pick either of these two on the first turn. But that's okay, let's do that. Holy Water and Bag of Prep is great together, so pretty happy about that. Awakened one, well, he's gonna get some strength. There's no way around that. Alright, where is the Mega Elite? It's over here. The only way to get there is to start here and go specifically there, so let's do that. All the cards. Drawing 10 cards is so good on turn 1, because then we get like a bunch of stuff starting to decost, like retaining. So let's play these. Also, these guys just aren't attacking, so that's nice. We only want to retain 4 cards, so we probably want to play Cut Through Fate. I'll take a Third Eye and look for a Weave. And not find it. Radiant Calm. We probably just want to kill the spikers in like 1 hit apiece. In fact, maybe I shouldn't have played Battle Hymn this fight. We're currently retaining 4 cards, which is what we want to do. Because my hand's going to get full of smites that are going to be difficult to play. So I'm going to play a smite now. Just get it out of here. And it looks like we're taking damage here. We only drew a 5 block. This is a huge alarm bell. If this is any other fight, we might like lose right now. I don't think Wrath is lethal right now. We only have 17 damage without it, so pretty sure we're not doing 111. Let's do that. We've got 4 cards set up. We probably want to redeem that that pen nib on a spiker. That Wallop Plus would have been really good right now. What did we take over Wallop Plus? Was it the Protect? God, that was a mistake. Protect is good, but Wallet Plus is a whole nother level. Yep, take 4. Okay, so we're done decosting that. So let's play it. I think we're holding on to Windmill Strike until it can one-shot a Spiker with Pen Nib. Protect has been good, that's true. I don't want to insult Protect too much. Let's block out with Deceive Reality and Third Eye. I don't know if we want a Weave right now. We have 11 block. We could just use the Windmill Strike now and then just safety up and kill the Repulsor. Yeah, that seems okay. Start charging the next Pen Nib. Perseverance is really important in the fight to get ticked up. Weaves are annoying. It's not good. I think we just double defend and get Protect to reduce its cost. He's hitting for sort of 20 if we punch one of the two. So we could theoretically block that out. Actually, we can block that out pretty easily. So I guess I will. While I have the chance. Alright, we're retaining too many cards here, so we need to, I guess, Protect and hit this one is an option. We can defend and take 4. You can defend Perseverance and either block out or kill him and take 3. I'd like kill him and take 3. And we'll use a Smite for that because we're gonna have problems with him being over-retained. Third Eye and double defend blocks for quite a bit. We probably want to keep the Deceive Reality for its safety. I don't know if we're entering Eruption anytime soon. Or Cutting Through Fate. This blocks his attack, which I think is all we're trying to do this turn. Can't block for 24, so we don't want to be too aggressive. We have a ton of block this turn, so let's go for it. Okay, and we got a pretty good Pen Nib set up for next fight, as though that matters. Okay, got through it. Empty Body Plus would help us get the redeem the value from the Teardrop Locket, which we're having trouble doing. I don't think we need it, but it would be a little bit more block to help protect the Protect. We've had a couple of fights where Protect has been played at 2 energy. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Thanks for the reminder. We grab the weights. No, I'll do squats again. Okie doke. Is Empty Body Plus better than Skip? That's the question. I can't believe we have 2 copies of Spirit Shield. This deck is so good. I think it is, yeah. Okay, then we have to go here. Designer Inspire. So we have a bunch of money, and we're not going to a shop. So I guess we should choose the expensive one. I never know what to do with this event. The options are also different. But the costs imply that full service is the best one. But maybe I just want 2 random upgrades. No, I think I want to remove a card. Removing a strike is really good. Ooh, Leaf Plus. Oh, I'll grab my wrist brace, I forgot about that. I think we want to develop the powers, obviously. Empty Body, defend just like it blocks out. And we just redeemed the pen nib on a just lucky because I wasn't paying attention. We retain 4 cards. Upgrade 2 is a reasonable choice. But it could have hit a strike, and getting rid of strikes I think makes the deck better than upgrading 2 cards. The upgrades aren't really that good. We're missing a lot of them, so I would like to have a bunch of them, but the only really good ones are Windmill Strike and Perseverance at this point. Third Eye, and there's a bunch of kind of incremental ones. Okay, let's get ourselves a new pen nib. Oh, I want that. That too. Not this one. And we can double defend to keep the protect cost ticking down. However, that would be retaining 6 cards. So we've got to do something else. I guess we can just smite. Which requires a miracle, so it spends 2 cards. There's Worship. We can block for 27 with Spirit Shield. We want to retain Worship and Windmill Strike and everything else too. But something's got to give here. And it's probably the Miracles. We don't want either of those. Almost took Eruption on accident. Gotta burn. I think probably the Smite is going to go. We want the Protect to tick down. We've got to play one more. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. We could just draw 4 of these cards. That's actually fine. Because if we draw the Third Eye, we need a card in the deck to make the scry work. So I'm going to draw 4 cards here. Hey, we got the Third Eye and the Weave. Oh, I forgot that he shuffles a burn. So I could have gotten it either way. Okay. We probably have lethal, right? Maybe not. 12 plus 13 is 25. That's the, yeah. Although we're triggering pen nib on something stupid there. Whereas if we block out, we can just kill him with Windmill Strike next turn. Yeah, it'll be exactly lethal with Windmill Strike if we block out now. Okay, well it's pretty easy to block out now. So we're blocked out, and then just let me verify this really quick. So it's 13 plus currently 12, which is 25. It's going to be 13 plus 16, which is exactly 29. Okay. Alright, we're set up. 40 damage fire potion. There's a wallop. I do super miss the wallop we skipped before. We have a lot of block though. We have 2 spirit shields and an empty body that are pulling a lot of weight, as well as the retain block cards and 2 third eyes. But we also can go into divinity with a retain card, which makes wallop just an absolute killer. Yeah, I think I want a wallop in the deck. Could take Cut Through Fate as well. Cut Through Fate's pretty fine to get the weaves back. Cut Through Fate is better if we know we're going to find a Talk to the Hand, but the time is running out to find that Talk to the Hand. So I think I'll take a wallop. Okay. Yeah, that's true. The Mind Bloom, upgrade everything would be pretty good here. We don't have any healing. We do have Blood Vial technically, but we don't really have any healing. We could Eruption here. Eruption Fire Potion. Surely that's wrong. But otherwise we're taking 25 damage. We could just Fire Potion. I really like being in Wrath against Transient though, because as long as you get damage, then he's going to do 0 back to you. But we do have to go shields down though, because if we use the Fire Potion, we don't have a backup. Yeah, it gets energy, but we don't need to use the energy for anything. It actually doesn't change his damage, amusingly, because he goes down to 20, but then multiplied by 2. Yeah, I think I'd do it. This helps me solve next turn. Or maybe die. Looks like maybe it's die. This removes a bunch of the damage. Do we have a weave? Not yet. Let's find one. None of these are weaves, so I'm actually going to just get rid of them all, so I can look for the weave with the other third eye. Because I super need it. There it is. I'll keep these two. I need a stance exit, potentially. Okay, that helps a lot. So then we can play this when we're out of the woods. Okay. Okay, so now we're keeping 4 cards, and we have Spirit Shield to block for 27. 27 is surprisingly little in this fight. This fight's kind of a monster. So max block is like Spirit Shield, Wallop, Empty Body, which gets me out of Wrath and does only 20 damage. So he's hitting for 60. We'd be blocking for 47, 57. But we'd also be reducing his damage by 20, so that does get there, but it makes me leave Wrath, which I'd prefer not to do if I don't have to. He's only doing 60, so if we do these two, we do 46 to him, leave him at 14. So we only have block for 28, which this basically does. That seems fine. Oh yeah, if we do this, because then Wallop also blocks for 20, so we're fine. We could in fact just skip the Spirit Shield and Wallop and like Deceive Reality to defend, but that costs the same amount, so there's no reason. Skip Spirit Shield. There's a turn for next turn. We could do the trick again where we try and retain 5 cards, but I don't think we have 5 cards to retain. Especially if we're miracling out a Smite right now, which we are. Okay. So we can't keep the weave. We can protect for 0 and Spirit Shield. Worship does not get us into Divinity, but we should play it. We should probably play it after Spirit Shield, though, so we get extra block for that. I wish that I could cut through Fate to cause a shuffle and find a third eye, because then I could weave and then third eye and keep it in the discard pile, because this fight still goes on for 2 more turns after this. But I want Worship and Protect in that shuffle, and if I play Spirit Shield with the max cards in hand, then I don't have any energy to use with it. So that's kind of out. So maybe I just don't Spirit Shield this turn. Okay, so if I don't Spirit Shield, then the turn is like Worship Crush Joints, and then like Weave Cut Through Fate. Or Cut Through Fate Weave, I guess is still fine. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so we're gonna Protect first, because I think I need it this turn. Let's see, how much do I do this turn? So 24 plus 15 is 39, plus another 39 is 78. So we're definitely taking out his damage, so we actually don't need to smite now. Okay, so Cut Through Fate to shuffle, and put Weave on the bottom. Ooh, we got Worship again, shit. So we can enter Divinity on demand now, which is pretty sweet. Actually, Strike does enough damage to get rid of his attack, because he's only doing 13 right now, and we do 14. So we'll keep the smite. Looks like we're gonna make it. This is a bit of a scary fight. This line was, oof. We're gonna retain Worship unless we need it right now. And I don't think we need it right now. I think we can do 80, right? So these do 52 plus, or sorry, 52 plus one of them's doubled, so 78. Yeah, so we're definitely breaking him this turn, or reducing his attack to 0. So I'm not too worried about going into Worship right now. And in fact, it looks like I can retain that smite and just break him with weaves. I'll keep attacks and third eye. And make a safety for next turn? No, I'm already retaining 4 cards, so we're good. Okay, so I think the main things we want to do here is charge Pendib. I think that's the only like side quest we have. So let's just go into Divinity and go ham. We might kill him. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's it. We did 555. It's not bad. Like a second windmill strike. I don't think I want that. Or a third eye. Otherwise known as your 5th eye. Third eye's pretty tempting. Ooh, exercise. Okay. Let's think about this and do some lunges. Okay. I think I'll skip Windmill Strike. It's not the strongest card for this phase of the game. It ends up being like what we're using Pen Nib on because it does the most damage, but not by a large margin. Third Eye is getting better and better though, as the weaves are contributing more, and we're trying to cycle through to get to worship again. So I go through Third Eye. Yeah, and I think we're good enough for an elite here. I'm not sure what we would get out of the campfire. Also, this might be Mind Bloom. Nope. Transform the last strike. Seems okay. Could be like Brilliance or something. Ragnarok. Okay. Well, that's a weird one. I guess it's better than the strike, right? It's a tricky fight. Seems like we probably want to Deceive Reality and Safety here. Block for 16. Take 2. We're kind of counting on that attack potion to kill these daggers next turn. Spirit Shield's great. Almost certainly doing Spirit Shield. Weave, Third Eye, Weave could be lethal. It's going to be at least 21. Let's get started doing stuff. Okay, so that kills a dagger. Let's put that dagger with that. Looking for the other Weave, basically. That isn't it. I'll keep Spirit Shield for next turn. Seems good. I guess we have Weaves in the discard, so I'll keep Cut Through Fate as well. Okay, so we're blocking for 38. We could Miracle out Protect, but we have Spirit Shield coming up next turn, so we probably shouldn't. We'll take some damage, but it's not lethal. Okay. So Cut Through Fate and Just Lucky both draw at least one Weave. The Weave Plus as well, so it does 7 damage. 7 times 3 is 21, so good chance we can get 3 Weaves to kill him. Let's start looking. There's the first Weave. Let's get rid of that and draw Worship. Get that decosted. Oh, our hand size got full there, so we only drew one of the Weaves. That was a mistake. Just Lucky and Smite kill the other dagger. We'll leave Wall up for next turn. I did my math wrong, because this Weave is not upgraded, so it does less damage. So we can't actually kill this dagger with those 2. Let's use Spirit Shield while our hand is moderately full. Because it looks like we're going to take at least some damage this turn. We've got 1 energy left. I think this is going to be the Protect. And probably the attack potion. Another weave or a just lucky? I think just lucky is significantly better. Okay, so we can actually kill this with 2 weaves. Which is not the way I was thinking. I guess we can Windmill Strike. Oh, actually Smite does more damage right now. And let's Windmill Strike keep ticking down. Oops, that was a mistake. I should have played this weave first. Missed 5 damage. That's okay. Okay. So we can Empty Body, play a bunch of cards. We're weak, so Wallop doesn't quite work. I guess let's Third Eye and look for Weaves, but I'll Empty Body first, so that I have hand room. If I happen to get both. Alright, so that mostly blocks out. We could... no, we can't afford Wallop. I guess I'll spend the last energy blocking there. We're retaining 4 cards, so we're in good shape. Okay, he's summoning more daggers. This is fully decosted, so we don't need to keep you around anymore. Those Third Eyes are not getting back any weaves right now. They're likely to find one. We could go into Eruption right now. We could find either Vigilance or the Explicit Exiter. I guess that one's in the discard. The body. By the time we get up to Pen Nib, Windmill Strike's going to be doing quite a bit of damage. I think we go for it. Try and turn the corner here. Ragnarok next turn? Now let's look for Weaves. Didn't get it. Okay, well if we're not getting Weaves this turn, then we need to find a Stance Exeter for next turn, because it seems like we're probably not going to proc Pen Nib. So let's mulligan all those and look for a Stance Exit. We're in Wrath, but we could get more damage out of this Smite if we find Crushing Joints. I guess that's not in the draw pile, so I don't need to consider that. So I'll just spend this. Okay, we did find Vigilance, which is fortunate. We also got Just Lucky. We may have Lethal here. May have found it. So we need to play 4 attacks and then Windmill Strike. Windmill Strike by itself will do 96 damage. So it seems like we almost certainly have it. There's the other weave too, just helping out. I guess I maybe could have done this in such a way that I would recharge Pen Nib for the next fight, but I did not do that. A little late for our lessons learned. We do have a lot of upgrades we need. But we'd only be able to proc at what, like here and maybe here and there. So we got like 3 upgrades out of it. Let's put a 2 mana 10 damage attack in the deck. No, I don't think we can afford that. I think we just skip here. Okay, he's not doing anything but debuffing. Let's look for a weave if we can find one. No. Spirit Shield's good next turn, so I'll keep that. Kieran says hi. Jessica says hi. I'm sorry, names. I'll keep Third Eye too. Okay, so probably want a Spirit Shield before we go off with Weaves and stuff, but then we have Weaves and Third Eye. We really need that Talk to the Hand. I wish that I had one of those. That seems bad. Empty Body seems okay next turn. And I think I'll trade out a Miracle for a Deceive Reality, or for a Safety, rather. Oh wait, now I'm retaining 5 cards, so I guess I'll throw a smite in there. Alright, Spirit Shield mostly blocks out. I guess we just defend for the rest. We take 1, but it's okay. Oh, oops, I retained 5 cards. I missed the deck. Let's see it. It's okay, we got all the good ones. Seems like Perseverance, Safety, Protect is probably what we're doing. And then maybe Ragnarok, just do 30 damage. I assume he's not dead. No, I only have the 30 damage plus 20 more. Pow. Maybe I should play the Worship there instead of the Ragnarok, because then by the time I redraw it, I could go into Divinity. Okay, so we can probably proc Pen Nib, and then I guess we landed on Smite. They do more damage at the moment. So we're doing 13 times 3 is 39, plus 12 is 51. Oh, plus another 13 is 64, plus 5. Oh wait, we have Eruption. Shoot, all that math was wrong. So it's 13 times, it would be 6 if it were just these, but it's 8 because one of them's doubled. So 13 times 8 is a large number, 104. So yeah, we do have lethal. Okay. We're not setting up Pen Nib, but that's okay. Third Weave, second Just Lucky, or Fear No Evil. The Weaves are good, but we really need to talk to the hand to make them work. And we don't want to spend too much time drawing them, so I don't think I'm going to put a third Weave in the deck. Plus you can run into hand size issues where you have, you know, 10 cards in hand, you want to play a Scry card, but you don't want to waste a Weave, so you end up playing like a Miracle or something first. Which is kind of awkward. I think Just Lucky is a little bit too low impact for the deck. The Scry is certainly appreciated, but it's a very small Scry. And I don't think we really need more Enter Calm effects. So I think we just skip it. Okay, time to rest and go fight the Mega Elite. Ah, the boot. Doesn't look like anything to me. Hitting for 33 on turn 1. Strength Nemesis, indeed. That Bottled Protect would be really good right now. Not really good, but it'd be okay. It'd be something. I guess maybe we cut through Fate and look for answers. Let's Miracle first, in case we end up with two cards. Yeah, we did. Boot is good, but we need to go to the heart, and that was our last chest, so not really too much of a choice there. And then we can Third Eye for a little bit of block. Really wish these Third Eyes were upgraded. And then Just Lucky. Spirit Shield would be nice next turn. Well, I think we just double Miracle out 2 defends and play the powers. And take a bunch of damage. Retaining nothing. It would have been nice to be a ghost. Oh wait, did I turn down Ghost? No, that was the previous run, huh? Yeah, it was the run where I had a bunch of discards where I turned down being a ghost. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, Strength Nemesis, 33. We can safety for 12, and then third eye for Sabor. Got a bunch of third eyes and 2 weaves in the discard pile. So let's safety first. Oh my god, safety first. And then third eye. These all seem pretty good for next turn. Actually, Wallop is bad because he's going to be intangible. Almost did it. Almost autopiloted into a pen nib weave. Getting some good damage in with just the weaves, basically. I think we want to block for 5. It's not really what the card's in the deck for, but sometimes you just need to defend. Okay. Blocking for 24 seems good. We can empty body and get a little bit extra energy to actually do something this turn. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do this turn though. So I guess maybe I just third eye and look for weaves. Set up next turn. Yikes. And take 2. Oops, crap. Retained 5 cards. Okay, we don't need to retain this one anymore. Here's the second weave, and he is not intangible, so we can go for it. Actually, we probably have lethal here. Or maybe we would have had lethal if I hadn't used the weave early. So we currently have 10 plus 13 times 6, and then 20 times 4. Yeah, 20 times 4 is 80 by itself, so I'm pretty sure we have lethal. Good chance we have lethal and to set up pen nib. No, we have to use pen nib, unfortunately. We could theoretically try and leave him at 6 while he's intangible next turn. And then get some extra... No, we don't care that much about setting up pen nib. That was suicide. Hey look, we bought a boat. Flysley says retain on it, but I don't think it's good enough. Alright, Jawworm. They are attacking for a bundle. 44 by my count. We can block with Spirit Shield. And we've already blocked with Anchor. So we only need 5 more. And we have Third Eye, or Deceive Reality. So let's develop both of powers. And Deceive Reality seems okay. Take 3. Oh, we took 5. Rude. 2 guys are buffing this turn. I don't know if we can win against Heart. I feel like I've been waiting for this Talk to the Hand for forever, and if it doesn't come, we might not get there. It seems like the deck does a lot of stuff, though. Against the Heart, we can get some damage caps for sure. I think if we get a really good shuffle, we could do it. And that's going to mean like a bunch of retain cards in the opening hand. Yeah, we can kill the front one, but is that a good idea? Kill the front one, set up for Ragnarok, killing the other 2. So we do 10 plus 10 plus 26 is perfect lethal, and then we Third Eye and do some extra damage. Yeah, that seems efficient. And we get to exit next turn and draw more weaves. Seems great. Decost these. Stay safe. Retain 4 cards. Accomplish all of our wildest dreams. Ragnarok does a lot of damage. So how much damage is that? It's 60 damage spread out across whatever. But if it doesn't work, then do we die? Yeah, kind of. Because we get the Just Lucky gets us weaves, and then we have Miracle Smite. No, we're safe either way. Okay, that's just about perfect too. I don't know. And we have set up Pen-Nib. Hooray. Nope. These don't do the things we want to do. How's it going, Red Beardy? What do you mean by Foresight? This deck doesn't have a Foresight in it. Are you talking about something we could get that would make the deck better? None of these are the cards we're talking about. Wow, a second transient? That seems... I didn't know that could happen. I don't know if that's ever happened. I don't see how Foresight is that helpful. I mean, it's a good card. It just doesn't seem like a run-transforming card. Probably want to Pen-Nib Wallop here. Blocks out by itself. That's nice. Foresight, Weave, Worship, Meditate, Establishment. Well, we don't have Meditate either. But you are right. If we can decost stuff with Meditate, that would be great. Meditate. I would say Meditate's an out. Oh, I see what you mean. Meditate and Foresight is what you said. Makes sense. Yeah, I think Meditate's an out. I don't know about Foresight, though. Foresight, I think, doesn't do as much by itself as Meditate does. Do we have... No. Okay, so let's look for a Weave. Hey, we found one. It's convenient. I think I will prefer to hold the Miracles over Weaving again. It's not really any value. We're not trying to kill Transients or anything. Weave seems good. We might want to Crush Joints first. Yeah, it looks like we're getting... we're doing enough damage. I don't understand what the relationship between Foresight and Meditate is, because Meditate, like, lets us just decost arbitrary cards in the deck, like Wallop, and that's crazy good. But Foresight just lets us draw more weaves, and, like, that's good. I would like to draw more weaves, but it just seems like those are such radically different effects. I don't understand why you're saying they're connected. It seems like we're damage capping this turn without Crush Joints. So we'll just Crush Joints after Third Eye. Eruption is pretty good in this fight. I'll leave both in case we need to Eruption and then also exit. I'll leave Third Eye too. We can spend either Smite or Safety. I guess Smite solves this problem more elegantly. Or more completely, rather. I don't mind taking a little bit of damage, though, taking 6 to develop the safety. Well, I mean, what we really need is to get back to Worship fast. So the more scrying we have, the faster we can Worship. Eventually, this kind of deck, you want to, like, go into Divinity every turn, basically. I don't think we're going to get there, but that's the goal. To become a god. Yeah, so Smite is great. But next turn we have Wrath mode coming up, and if we keep Wrath mode and a 0-cost smite, then we're very likely to be able to solve either next turn or arbitrary future turns. And this fight's pretty scary, so I think I'm willing to take 6 damage to have future options. Yeah, I agree with all that analysis. You're saying things that are right. It's just that, like, Meditate is such a different vector for the deck. It's like, oh, now Establishment does this whole new different thing. This is done decosting, so I don't need to hold it anymore. We could block for 24. It seems like I should have considered that before I played Worship. Let's see. So maybe we Eruption and then Spirit Shield so that we have the energy. And we don't have to spend the Meditate. And then Smite. Okay, so he's attacking for 60. If we Eruption Smite, we're doing 26, 36. So he would actually do the same amount of damage if we're in Wrath mode. So probably not looking for a Wrath out here. So we're probably playing Spirit Shield and Safety, and then maybe both Smites. We have 2 Weaves. We can proc Pen Nib on a Smite if we need to this turn. We're also blocking for like 40 here, so maybe the Weaves are enough. Weaves hit for 12. So 12 plus 19 plus 36 is 55. So we take 5 again. I think that's okay. I don't want to spend resources unless I have to. These are all garbage. So we're taking 5. We could Miracle to defend and take 0. Next turn we have Ragnarok. Yeah, both Smites Wrath did block, but I would rather keep the Smites if possible. Smites are our best emergency button in this deck, or in this situation, in this fight. I think I'll take 5 to keep a Miracle too. We have Ragnarok coming up, so we might have energy problems next turn. Plus, keeping an extra retained card gives us extra block against Spirit Shield. Spirit Shield is so clunky in this fight. Like, it blocks for so much, but it takes your whole turn to play it, and it just doesn't scale it well enough to keep up with Transient. Alright, so can we block with like Spirit Shield, Triple Smite here? So we're blocking for 24 plus 39 is 63, so we take 7. We can Empty Body, get some extra energy. Cut Through Fate actually gets us our Weaves back too. It also draws whatchamacallit, Ragnarok. We were offered energy relics, we turned them down. We took Sacred Bark over Snecko Eye, which I think of as an energy relic, and we took what was the other one? Oh right, the Holy Water over. I think Holy Water was like a less clear pick. I don't remember what the options were. Yeah, I love Art of War. Art of War is great. It hasn't been proccing too often on this character. It's definitely the best energy relic in its slot. It's a common relic, right? It's like way better than Happy Flower. Yeah, I like Spirit Shield, Empty Body, as many smites as it takes. I guess maybe that was an overcommit, because I can Cut Through Fate to go get Weaves now. I guess I'll just cut through Fate for a shuffle. Actually, that doesn't do almost anything. It just gets Ragnarok out of the deck, basically. But Ragnarok actually does some pretty good work, does 30 damage. No, it doesn't. Because the weaves come back after Cut Through Fate is done resolving. So if I cut through Fate and then, yeah. If I cut through Fate and then discard this card, I'll shuffle my deck with the weaves in it and then draw a card, and then there's no weaves to come back. Yeah, there's not really any value for the damage, so it's really just, do I want Ragnarok in my deck for this fight or not? I think the answer is no. I think I want to do better things, especially with Pen Nib completely decharged. Actually, maybe I just leave Ragnarok there so that I can get the weaves and try and recharge Pen Nib for next turn. I'm probably not going to get it next turn, but I might get it this fight. So let's try that. Ragnarok wants to play anyway. Okay, so Ragnarok does 30. It's not quite enough. 43. Still bad. Spirit Shield blocks for 27. It's not really enough. Wallet blocks for a net 20. The best rate per mana is the Smite and the Windmill Strike. Third Eye is good if it finds both weaves, which is unlikely. This might be the Colorless Potion. And probably the Miracle. And then maybe next turn we can block with Pen Nib. Alright, so let's use the Smite and then Colorless Potion. Let's see what we get. Oh, shoot. I have 9 cards in hand, and Colorless Potion is trying to give me 2 copies of whatever I pick. This was a huge mistake. Setting up for next turn, I'll leave the Third Eye in case I get some weaves. I kind of flubbed that turn. I don't deny it. Spent a lot of resources and Spirit Shield Wallop? Oh, I see what you mean. That's misspelled Wallop, but that's fine. Yeah, I wanted to keep Windmill. Let's see, 27 plus 20 plus Windmill and Miracle. I don't think that did block out. I think you're off by 10 or something. Okay, this is last turn, so we might as well use the Windmill Strike now. I'm not saying my line was better. I clearly screwed up, but I don't think what you're proposing is correct. So let's start with this, and then look for weaves. Nope. Vulnerable, look for weaves again. No, we can't draw a Third Eye right now. We found a weave. I mean, I guess it blocks for 21, so that's okay. We survived. Alright, we have Sacred Bark. Don't forget that your potions are double. Let's make a 4th Third Eye. The sentences that I have to say out loud about Third Eye are very strange. A 4th Third Eye does not make any sense. Is it a 12th eye? Is it a 6th eye? Nobody knows. Is it just a Third Eye again? I think we want Third Eye. Is it possible that we Mind Bloom? It's very possible. Not being able to heal would be pretty suicidal at 29 health, though. So we'd probably fight an Act 1 boss. I think we're falling apart here. If we assume that the next card award has a Talk to the Hand, do we pick Third Eye? Absolutely. I think we need the next card award to have something insane, so I think we take Third Eye. Okay, this has a card reward. It's probably not as good as Mind Bloom, but still. We're already pretty much blocked out, so we can play the powers and weave and deceive reality. If we deceive reality, we have to play a miracle for hand size. That's fine. We could get rid of the perseverance if we don't think it's good, but I think it's good, so. Maybe should have gone for the back Darkling instead of the front one, since he is buffed. Alright. They are starting out with the small attacks, that's nice. So we're getting hit for 34, and block for 27. And we only need 7 more. We could get that with safety or perseverance. So we're currently retaining 5 cards. We've got to spend at least 1. Maybe we spend both Miracles to Ragnarok right now. It's not crazy. Maybe we just Smite Miracle Defend. I think I like Smite Miracle Defend better than Ragnarok. We actually have to get rid of 2 retained cards because there's Windmill Strike too. Just a Smite Miracle Defend is fine. Still taking 2. Alright, there's Worship. And here's the reason why we hit the back one instead of the front one. But the front one's about to buff, so he's almost as big a threat. And now he's way lower life, so we should focus on him. Clearly going to empty body this turn. I think maybe we just play full price Worship here because we've got extra energy right now. No, I think we probably use attacks to discourage this Darkling from buffing himself. 25 is these. So then we need like Empty Body Protect to block. And even that's short, so we need the safety. Okay, so now we're blocked out. And we've got 2 energy left for killing the front one. Seems okay. Our back one is buffing again. That's scary. We would like to shuffle a fully decosted Worship, but it looks like if we're playing these Third Eyes, we're gonna shuffle when we draw our next hand, unless we decide to keep all the cards for some reason. So we probably need to end up playing Worship this turn. There is no Weaves here, so we're getting 2 Weaves back when we scry, and we've got a bunch of scry cards. So there's a good chance we can kill back Darkling this turn. Let's Smite first. In general, you want to scry in ascending order, so I'll do that. Although, with Weaves, there's often a reason to not want to scry in ascending order. Depending on Cut Through Fate or Wallop. Wallop seems like it's too expensive this turn. We're not missing out that much damage. Let's Cut Through Fate. Take one of the third eyes. I'll discard the other one because we're shuffling next turn, so it doesn't get to be paired up with the weaves. I guess if I'd thought about this more, I could have shuffled with the weaves in hand, because I could have used the third eyes to get rid of all the cards in the deck, and then I'd get the weaves in hand, and then use the Cut Through Fate to shuffle. But I did not think about that. Yeah, you were right. You're right. I didn't read chat. To my detriment. But we have a ton of damage, so I'm not too worried about it. We definitely don't want the Eruption next turn. We're already in Calm. Doesn't seem like we need that. Oh wait, we need to keep at least one card so that we can scry again. I think it's worth it to Miracle to get the 12 damage from the weaves. He's kidding. No top deck weaves, that's what I was hoping for. We can go find them with Third Eye. Did Worship cost 0 last turn? Did I just completely goof on playing that? Or did it cost 1? I think it cost 0 and I just totally missed it. Oops. Looking for weaves here. There's one. Oh, it did cost 1? Okay, good. Because I used all my energy last turn, so... that's pretty justified. I'll leave that there. That seems good next turn. Kind of a silly pendant target, but it gets a kill, so... that's okay. I don't need 2 of them. Alright, I think we've got the fight under control. We probably need to Eruption to kill them all eventually. Eruption, Smite kills him, Smite kills him. Okay, cool. We could try to charge Pendib a little bit better with Third Eye. But we don't have the energy for that, so I'll just take the kill. Omniscience? This is Omniscience Day? No, we don't even have 4 energy. Of course it's not an Omniscience Day. Well, this is none of the talk to the hands. Okay, I will do some arm curls while we figure out if we want Cut Through Fate. Okay, I think I'm a yes on Cut Through Fate. Helps me find 0 cost establishment cards. No, thank you. I think one of the most promising things about this run is if we can make it through the Act 3 bosses, we could buy a Talk to the Hand, maybe. But this is not that. We need to rest, but we have to take the key, so we're probably going to die. Okay. We have to play these powers. But then we don't want to get killed by a Wicked One. We don't have any strength debuffs, so we can't sort of cheese his transformation. I think we need both. We definitely need establishment. No, we need establishment because we need to get a zero cost worship, or we need to go into divinity to win this fight. I think explosive potion is extremely good here. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe we like go into eruption right now and hope to. We can empty body too to exit, and we've got weaves and stuff. We can definitely kill the cultist without it. Nah, I think we needed both. Yeah, I like Eruption Empty Body a lot. We're gonna use the Explosive Push in this fight, so let's just do it now. Ooh, a weave and a third eye. How much did the other one do? Does 10? I guess it's more efficient to do the 10 twice. Oh wait, we can't do it twice. So we just have third eye. So we have to do this one and one of those. Friggin' pendant. Of course it is. Alright, I guess I'll get the big damage on the awakened one then. Alright, come at me. You got your strength. I've got 9 too. Alright, he's hitting for 48. He's quite a bit stronger than us, turns out. We can Spirit Shield block for 18, and then double Third Eye just lucky block for 14, so up to 32. Oh, thank you. Yes, Third Eye should go before Spirit because the so that gets an extra block there. So 35, and then 37. All up soon's good next turn. Third Eye does more damage, but Deceive Reality develops a zero-cost safety, which seems good. Blocks for more total, because it costs only the one that I'm paying for it this turn. It blocks for 16 total, whereas this only blocks for 7. I think surviving is more important than doing damage, so I'll Deceive Reality. Alright, there's the Worship. We need to make sure we are playing it every time we see it, basically. But as long as we only draw... as long as we don't get rid of 2 of these cards, we can keep it this turn. Or if we have some weird retain situation, which we actually might have. We're currently retaining 5 cards, so we would only draw 4. But I think we're likely to play this safety, so... let's draw some weaves. I would like to have Perseverance in hand. Vigilance is not that great. Cut Through Fate we can use to cause a shuffle, potentially with weaves in hand. No, we can't pull that off. because Cut Through Fate is the only scry in here. So we're going to skip these two. Wallop Safety. Blocks for 22. Seems right. We retain 4 cards. Okay. He's hitting for 48 again. Full hand, but no Spirit Shield. Oh wait, that's not true. There's a Spirit Shield. Spirit Shield Protect. Pretty sure we just die if we reg. It does 60 damage, so that's nowhere near enough. Yeah. Yeah, I know a nib. I appreciate the reminder though. Okay, so we need to not die this turn. And I guess that means we block for as much as we can, which I think is just Spirit Shield Protect, right? Or I guess Third Eye Perseverance. No, that also blocks for 12. Oh, we don't have that much energy. Okay, so Third Eye blocks for the most then. We don't have any safety. Yeah, we're fighting the Act 3 bosses, so I assume I have 4 energy, but it's not true. It's never been true. Eruption Wallop is kind of interesting for next turn. He will be attacking, so I don't have enough stance exits to make that stand up. Okay, so we have too many cards retained, so we should play at least one Smite with the Pen Nib. We're currently still retaining 5 cards, so we'll play another Smite too. Yeah, we're currently surviving. We're taking what, 10? Okay, he's only attacking for 26 this turn. We can develop some block. Okay, so Worship is done decosting, so we'll play that. Play the Weave. Maybe Cut Through Fate draws us something good. Not sure what we're looking for. Maybe Spirit Shield. Okay, so we need to block for 26. We can block for 19, 26 with those. Seems reasonable. And we're retaining 3 cards. And here's the big attack again. And I don't think we can survive it. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Weaves last turn, because I could have played 4 blocks this turn. We almost have Pen Nib charged. I don't think Pen Nib Windmill Strike is good enough, though. Yeah, we're not close. Can we draw? No. So even if Spirit Shield is on top, we can't get it. Okay, so max block is Deceive Reality, Third Eye, Safety, Defend. Unupgraded Defend against the Act 3 boss is generally a recipe for disaster. 16, 23, no, not enough. Okay, let's assume that we have to get lethal then. And try and get damage. Seems like the max damage. Okay, we're dead. All right, well, yeah, a run that it was doing stuff, right? Like the Niao, the Niao establishment really like set the tone for the run, um, but couldn't quite find the stuff we need. The late worship, if we'd found that a little bit earlier, we would have been able to build around that. There's a lot of different directions an establishment deck can go. And I didn't know we were doing the worship thing until pretty late. We got a bunch of third eyes to try and cycle around to it. But yeah, I think either if you're doing like the weave thing or the flurry of blows thing, it's pretty important to get a talk to the hand, and we were just literally not offered one the entire run. So I don't feel too bad about that one. There was probably a victory there. Maybe even the victory was like, maybe this was the pressure points run, because we were offered like 6 copies of pressure points. And pressure points is pretty good when you get 6 copies of it. But that is not what I tried to do.